Welcome to 𝐄𝐓𝐇𝐄𝐑𝐄𝐂. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As of the current time of 12:30 p.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum contract at $1,098, down about 4.45% so far. Respect over crypto market and the equity market, we are relatively a mixed bag across the spectrum. Both the equity and the stock side are both kind of red at the moment, with some selective micro-driven stocks are peaking around the green area, but it's collectively relatively in a downtrend so far, driven by the VIX, and obviously with respect to investors and Wall Street collectively are digesting some of the recessionary concerns that we have, right? And respect to this morning, hope you guys enjoyed the 30-minute live stream that we did. I think it was a success. I think there were about 81 people that joined this morning, so I appreciate it. And apologies, for the ones that's on the West Coast. Obviously, it's a lot earlier, by 3 hours specifically for a lot of people, and also for people internationally. I'm trying to find out a time, like what is the best day stream, a live stream time frame and dates, in a week for. So I did a poll early today. So please, fill out the survey that I sent out this morning, and let me know which date you would like me to do it. And obviously, I'll try to find a good median, to match with both timing, right? Both on the West Coast and East Coast. But obviously, international side of the house is hard for me to kind of, maneuver through the 12-hour plus type of time zone difference. But hopefully we can work something else together. It's something I'm experimenting. So hopefully you guys are patient with me, as we are progressing and try to improve the platform that we're collectively building together, right? And on the media front, let me just look into it. It seems like the oil prices has tumbled 8%, breaking below 100. It seems like some of the mechanisms that we've been doing geopolitically among countries, with respect to the trade, imports, and export front, it seems like it's working, and it seems like with respect to some of the contractual dynamics that the administration has been working with the oil giants has also been progressing. So subsequently drive, the oil price to kind of dip down temporarily, but ultimately we still have to see, right? And with respect to other news that I'm also seeing, on the news front, it seems like, with respect to COVID, it seems like it's on the front page all over again. There is some COVID spikes cultivating in China, which they are doing another lockdown again. And with respect to just on the domestic front in the U.S., seems like there are some relatively aggressive COVID variants that's percolating on in California specifically. So it seems like the cases are spiking again, and there are mandatory indoor mask mandates being initialized across domestically but also internationally. So so it seems like it's more Wild Wild West out there. So that's pretty much it on the overall front. And also I just want to send my condolences to the for the violent shooting that happened in Illinois this weekend, with respect to the July 4th weekend. Seems like they have identified the suspect, apprehensively. I don't know if they've confirmed it yet, but I think the person that was captured is in custody at the moment. So I think about like 6 to 8 people was really just like executed on the spot. But like I think was what 10 to 20 people was actually injured. And this suspect, he was just basically shooting and basically spraying people with no particular reason. So I'm not sure what to say or what to think about. But again, my condolences going out to the families. So let's just dive right into it with respect to recording time of 12:35 p.m. on Eastern Time. We are basically at 1100 at the moment, down close to 4.5% so far. Right now, we have crossed up for quite some time and looking for a way to cross back down. So we're basically levitating in between 1150 versus 1150. Not 1150, 1050. Apologies. So the propensity of actually going down based on the rejections that we got earlier this morning as we reach 41 out of 70, it's a lot more likely than going back up, right? So with respect to the CPI report and the FOMC meeting that's around the corner in the next couple of weeks, we should technically see more sell-off based on a technical front. So selling down back to 950, 850, 750 would be very logical from here. Bitcoin is at 19,500 right now. Going down to a level down would be obviously 18,500, 17,500, 1,500 respectively. Classic and all the other coins, right, are trading basically on flat numbers right now, like $14.50, $14, $13.50, $13 respectively. Dogecoin at 666 right now. Oof, interesting number. Coming down to the next level of support was just basically 55, right? So 60, 55, 50 respectively. And I think the likelihood of selling down is very logical, right? Right now we are basically at the cusp of breaking down, form a death cross. So be aware of this one. Cardano is relatively flat. You can see that we're kind of elongated, coming down from the 41 out of 70. So ideally coming down and getting some support around 32, which technically means we have to kind of break below 40 to 35 cents. Logically would be very likely. Solana down 1% so far, 1.6% so far. We are basically trading on the consolidated level, so next level down is going to be 25. XRP down 1.6% so far at 31. Levels down will be 25, 20 cents respectively. Polkadot's down 4% so far at 671. So levels down are going to be $6.50, $6, $5.50 respectively. It's relatively stale at the moment, but in terms of the momentum, it's still pointing downward as we are performing this downtrend, digression from here. Algorand down 3% so far, 30 cents at the moment. So levels down is gonna be somewhere around like 25, 20 cents. So as we cross down from there, 39 out of 70 on the RSI scale right now, coming down to levels would be 28. On the RSI scale is the next resistance. So I think seeing 25 cents is quite logical. Shiba Inu down 2.5%. Levels down is going to be somewhere around like 850, 750, and I think breaking 750, very logical knowing the fact that we're relatively high up right now at 50 out of 70. So Polygon or MATIC up 1.4%. Still try to linger on, but I think it's quite unsustainable. So as we break down, it's going to come back down to like the flat numbers, right? 45, 40, 35 respectively. Lastly, for AVAX down 6% so far, we basically gave up everything that we gained yesterday. As we cross down, we're going to see somewhere, around like $15, $15.50, $14.50, $14 respectively down from here. Okay, so it's the market is relatively stale for the right reasons because of just lack thereof in terms of buying pressure and people being extremely cautious about where they put their money at. So it makes sense, right, with the inflationary pressure, unpredictability with respect to what the Fed is going to be doing going forward. Now the COVID is coming back. It's definitely, a lot of concerning factors. But as you are laser focused and being disciplined onto seeing the long term value, you should technically ride it out from there. So I appreciate you and let me know how it goes. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day, and I'll check you on the next one. Take care.